Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Rust, but it's a video of Rust because I just recorded a bunch of good stuff and I just finished cleaning my computer, so the microphone was, I don't know. I tested it, but for some reason when I got in the game it was acting up. So I'm just going to play what I recorded and add commentary to it. Won't be the same, but at least I get to see everything. So this is the new house I built. It was wonderful. I built the exterior frame, and there's been a few updates since last time, like this repair bench. Last time, if you remember, it was a chest that said repair on it. I think it actually said repair bench. I was trying to drop items here. I'm trying to show all the update stuff at first in this video. Like, I was trying to drop items because some of them actually have their own texture model now, rather than just a silly little bag that falls on the ground. I was trying to figure out, you're going to hear sound glitches every once in a while. Stone is one of the items, so I'm going to drop the stone. You can see that it actually looks like stone instead of some stupid little bag. So basically, and there's not going to be any game sound, obviously, but that's okay. We don't need game sound. So I was saying how I had an armored door here because this is the main entrance, the one entrance into my base. And the sheet metal door doesn't really work out because you can still blow that up with one C4, so it's not the best. So on the exterior, I built, and I'm going to take an axe, I'm going to go hunting for rocks. But first I'm going to get wood to put in the furnaces, I remember. So I was looking for shit to repair my hatchet, but I realized I need wood for that, so I give up halfway through. But while I do that, I'll explain. I built an exterior airlock with 3 doors on each side to try and protect people from getting in. And when I go out there, you'll see they bash down every single door, which, it's not hard. You can bash it down with anything. And after I saw this guy say, that stupid thing he just said, I decided to turn off the chat because I didn't want to see what these stupid people are saying. So there's the graphic options. The things I've turned off, by the way, like vignette, adds corners to the screen, and dark corners, and dirt lens just gets in the way, and all this stupid stuff. So, there we go. Yeah, so they bash down every single door, which it doesn't matter what you're hitting a door with. It could be weapons, items. They all degrade pretty damn fast when you're hitting anything that's not what it's supposed to hit. For instance, when I hit these things with my stone spear, it really degrades it. If you see that green bar down there, this was the reason these are here is because somebody tried to build a siege tower, which is where you build up and over a base and drop down on it. But I have 2 tool cupboards in there that kind of expand the radius of my building privilege area. They added barricades right here, which I'm eventually going to put everywhere. Put bear traps in between them, and I believe. Yes, I kill this boar for his meat and his cloth, mainly, though. I figured out that bone knives are the correct item for skinning animals, obviously, so they don't degrade. If you do something and you do something with it that's not supposed to do, like hitting a rock with an axe or hitting a tree with a pickaxe, it's not like the old version of Rust. Now it's going to degrade substantially. I'd say probably a 1/16 of its health whenever you hit something you're not supposed to. So right now I'm gathering wood to put in the furnaces because they're dry, and I really need metal fragments to make my door from sheet metal to armored. But unfortunately, kind of fortunately on the split end, in my last video, my first Return to Rust video, you kind of saw me making my entire little hut. There's a restart since then because of the major update, obviously. But you saw me making my entire little hut armored. It cost 200 metal fragments, 200 stone, 200 wood, for anything you want to upgrade to armored. Now, they not only doubled the cost, but they added a little bit of sweet interest. So now it's 500 stone, 500 wood, 500 armor, and it's the same for everything. Now for stone walls, you need 300 stone instead of 200, and I think wooden walls are more expensive, but that doesn't really matter. I don't know how much more expensive wood is. And obviously, since you can't hear the game sound, if you hear some weird sounds, it's probably everybody banging around. And those sound glitches are starting to creep me out. But I chop wood for a while. My goal is to get 3,000, but I get a little more. And then eventually, I see somebody who runs by. That's going to be in a minute. But the reason I'm going into that is because somebody has built across the river, literally like my neighbor. I can run over there and ask for a cup of sugar if I want to. So that's frustrating because usually when I see a base, I don't want to be right up its ass. But to each his own. If this guy wants to live next to me, that's perfect. I love it. So let's see the updates. Let's try and go over them since my last Return to Rust video. They updated a lot of texture stuff. They added a lot of texture models that when you drop it on the ground, like I showed you with the stone. A few other things. It's like a stone hatchet that has an texture model, and I haven't tested all the items, but quite a few, and they're working on more. There was quite a few crashes at the beginning of the update, which was yesterday, which is why I didn't record yesterday and show you me actually building the house, because apparently the servers all day were going up and down, up and down, up and down, just off and on, and I didn't want to record with that going on, because yesterday the server actually did go down probably 3 times. But I didn't build this alone. My brother and I started playing on the server after its wipe, and he is Mr. Mutilation in most games he plays, and this is where I see the guy, and I'm rushing to get inside before he gets over here, because it's the only entrance to my base now. And I'm going inside, and can't hear it, but he's running up and banging on the wall here. I think with like a rock or something. He doesn't knock or anything, but then I hear a second set of footsteps, so there's 2 people out there, and I'm a little frustrated. And eventually I make a plan to go out the second floor, because the second floor is not really done, so I can just hit one of the walls up there and it just gets destroyed instantly. So I'm going to drop down that way and check it out later. They're not there, but probably the same guys that bashed down all my doors. And I was expecting them to blow open my shitty sheet metal door with C4, but they didn't, so thank God. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, we built this place, and surprisingly nobody screwed with us while we were building it. Usually while I'm building a place, it just gets screwed with beyond belief, and it's so frustrating. The only problem with our location is there's not a lot of rocks nearby. I mean, obviously there's rocks, as you saw, but I mean mineable rocks. You need to head more north towards the snowy mountains. I mean, not that much north. Yeah, I just slammed the door on my face like an idiot. But, so I'm thinking, I say I need stone to make my door armored. And I'm really focusing on that now because the guys I just saw scared the hell out of me, and I'm afraid they're going to come over here with C4 and just blow the hell out of me. So I'm going to go on my journey to get stone. I'm putting all this crap away. Too many bone fragments. Yeah, there's so many bone fragments. I think you get like 150 every time you kill an animal sometimes. So, let's see here. Yeah, the pickaxes actually look a lot better now. I'm not going to take that, but that's a salvage ice pick. There's still 250 metal fragments, something like that, to make them. I haven't found any gun blueprints yet, but everybody else has. I do have the C4 blueprint, though, but it actually takes a lot to make. You need to make 25 explosives. Each explosive is like 100 gunpowder. Or like, no, even more. No, each explosive is... No. I'm getting ahead of myself. Did I just shut... I shut that door, right? Yeah, I shut that door. Okay. I built windows up here, too, so I can look out. And I was looking around for them. I don't think I saw them. No. So then I just leave. But it costs 30 gunpowder and... I think some cloth, and then you need 25 of those, so I'm going to work on that later, but for now my brother and I are stocking up on bullets, and I'll probably make a video tonight with actual gameplay, rather than just this is sort of like an introductory session to the new updates and what the game's becoming capable of. So I was hoping they weren't hiding in here or anything like that. Those barricades, by the way, I built one. They don't have an item icon yet. It just says no image supported, and then it puts a sad face. So they'll have to add a wooden barricade item picture. So I had no idea what it was going to look like. I thought it was going to be like spiky walls. By the way, I'd search for a bag out of this barrel forever. Yeah, just I have no idea where it went. It's just a torch. Big waste of time. But I put down the barricade and I went to upgrade it with a hammer. And I was like, maybe you can upgrade it. I don't know if you can blow it up with C4. I have no idea. They're completely new. So I went up to it and it just, my whole screen turned red and just started freaking out. My health just started dropping super quick. So yeah, you can't touch those. They actually really, really hurt. So I was going to build whole perimeter, put bear traps all within there because I had the bear trap. I think it's called bear trap in this. No, it's a snap trap. I have a bunch of snap trap. I had a bunch of snap trap blueprints. Of course, you can only read one, and my brother read one, and then yeah. Let's see here. I found a bunch of barrels. Don't find anything in there. I don't know if gun blueprints at this point can be found in barrels, or if you have to find them in airdrops. Because since I started playing again, there has been so many barrels I've destroyed. I'm guessing it's like a 1% chance for a gun blueprint. But I just found hazmat boots, which brings me back to the point of I didn't get to show you guys rad towns before because I think I lived really far away from any of them. I never saw one. But there's a rad town right there. And they have loot in them, stuff like that. Obviously, rad town, radiation town, it's going to have crap ton of radiation. My brother went in there to get some items. There wasn't really anything. There was like some medical syringes and nothing we didn't already have. And he didn't even have any hazmat. All he had was anti-radiation pills, and it still like almost killed him. So we're trying to find blueprints for a hazmat suit, and then we can raid that regularly. Well, we thought we'd be able to, but the people who are shaking our hand across the river over there are probably going to be raiding it more than us. Oh, I found a green t-shirt blueprint. Yes! Yeah! Green shirt in the forest. So every time I get close to that satellite dish, by the way, my game crashes. I have no idea why. It's so frustrating. But I'm trying to stay away from it. And the rocks that I'm trying to find that you can mine, I don't know if they're set spawns anymore. I don't know if they were ever set spawns, but they're like nestled in between these boulders, and like it's so strange. I just turn the corner, they're like hugging these boulders. So I just go around, I search through here every once in a while, and then I run into a wolf or a bear, and they screw me up, and it's perfect. It's wonderful. And there's a house on a rock, which the whole point of building your house on a rock is so you can have something to get up there, like a kind of like, say you make stairs, and they deleted the part that was near the balcony. You just rebuild it and jump onto each piece you build as you build it, and then you get up there. And then what you used to be able to do is destroy it with a hammer, so nobody could get up there. And then when you want to leave, you just rebuild it really quick since you're the only one with building privileges, and jump down, and then destroy it all again, rebuild it when you come home. Yeah, it's a huge process that takes a lot of wood, but they took away the option. I don't think I told you last time, but they took away the option to destroy items with your hammer. I think the only thing I was able to destroy manually was the lock with the key in it, so I could put the code lock on the door. But yeah, so people have to either not upgrade their crap to a higher level and just be able to destroy it one hit or two hits. I just saw that barrel, and I'm talking about this bridge because I've never seen a bridge in this game. But then again, after the updates, I'd never seen a stream either. I don't think the stream... Oh, yeah, there's that wolf. I don't think a stream actually counts as water yet, because I know that doesn't make sense. But when I go in it, it doesn't see me... I don't see me getting wet at all. It doesn't say too cold. There's like no difference between water and running on grass at this point, unless you're in the ocean. So I think they still need to optimize the rivers a little bit. But, and then there's bridges here, which I don't know. As far as I know, there was a huge nuclear war, and everything was destroyed but bridges. And the river formations are perfect. There's a wolf running over there, which usually means he's running away from somebody, or towards or away from somebody, or just running around in general. I don't think there's anybody there, though, this time. But the bridge is intact, and for some reason, they have roads. I mean, I understand roads and trails and stuff, but they have these freaking telephone poles, or whatever they want to make them out to be, and there's no wires on them, there's no nothing. So I guess the nuclear war just destroyed all wires and no poles. So, beautiful river, wonderful bridge. It's very, very well made. 10 out of 10. So I'm inspecting the pole and making fun of it right now. At first I called it a light pole, which was really stupid because there's no light on it. But beautiful road here, which leads me to these wonderful, wonderful rocks. And I was talking about how the textures on the rocks, they're kind of, I don't know. It looks like a big pile of like dinosaur shit, I think. So, I mean, I know it's an alpha. I love this game. I really do. They're working on everything super hard, but there's still a lot of bugs. So if you are one of those people who don't like bugs and crashing and random things like getting next to a satellite and you have to reopen your game while you're laying on the floor vulnerable to everything, then just don't. Just wait. Otherwise you're going to get pissed off. But if you like stuff like, if you ever played DayZ especially, because DayZ was just riddled with glitches. I'd say one of the parts of learning on how to play DayZ would be learning all the glitches. I'm not talking about DayZ in the alpha version that you can download off Steam. Actually, that version's really buggy. I don't know about it anymore, but I'm talking about the mod. That was horrible. You would break your legs by jumping up and down. This game, when it first came out, the experimental version, I think the biggest bugs that were irritating, there was no fall damage. That's not irritating, but it didn't really help when people built super sky-high things and dropped down on your base. And the only other bugs that were crazy is like items would fall through the floor. You would glitch out sometimes. Sometimes your sleeping bag wouldn't work. You know, nothing game-breaking. Nothing just you can't figure out what the hell's going on. I'd never fallen through the floor or got stuck in an item or like my leg falls off, you know, something weird like that. But the reason it was crashing so much yesterday is they added a crap ton more animals. I think I ran into like 7 bears when I first spawned. It's so stupid. Obviously I didn't live. But in the animal pathing, they updated that. The way they run after you, away from you, the way they forage, where they go. It got all screwed up. So the memory on that is just being torn apart. And it was just causing huge holes of lag and just, you know, it just destroyed every server. And they were down for probably 11 hours off and on. I'm running to this airdrop because it's going to be right above my house. And this is pretty much where I just made the biggest mistake ever. Because I finally found some stone. I'm running back. That's all I need. And I know people are going to be coming to this. There's probably, at this point, 40. I think there's 40 people online right now. And the maximum on the server is 50. So, and you know, from before, when a server restarts, you keep all your blueprints. So if you learn the blueprint, the server wipes, even the map changes, you still have that knowledge of the blueprint. So a bunch of people have gun blueprints, and they're running around with rifles and shotguns, and I think you can even make grenades now, which is very uncomforting because what if you're hiding on your second floor on a grenade Anyway, I see this guy right here, and I failed to hit him. I thought he was going after the barrel first, but I'm just, no. So, whoop, fail. And I'm going to give up on him because I don't have time for him. I don't even think he has a rock. So, yeah. I wasn't too afraid about dying here because if you die, you can respawn your sleeping bag immediately. And I do, and I run out here. But I'm just going to chase down that guy. He's going to go hide in the rocks and wait for it. And then right as I'm running up on this guy, I notice he has an AK. I think it's an AK. I stab him in the leg, and yeah. It's a lot harder to keep yourself maintained after you get shot or hit or anything because your screen just blurs out, turns red, and you just start shaking uncontrollably, and then you wake up like you just got shot in the eye. So I'm going to run back out there. What they did to stop some bull crap, which was, say this airdrop's right next to my house, and I die. I could just keep running out there, right? Well, before that was true. You could just spawn your bag, run out there, spawn your bag, run out there. Super frustrating every time there's an airdrop next to somebody's house. But as you'll see when they kill me again in my sad attempt to bash in his head with a rock, there's a huge respawn timer. I think like 300 seconds when you die on one sleeping bag. But I could go spawn at the other one, which makes it, you can build multiple sleeping bags and shit. But I haven't tested that. I think I hit him twice and then boom, shotgun. So, yeah, they have AKs, shotguns, probably grenades, the whole 9 yards, and they probably just got shit ton more stuff. So that's awesome. Just great. And I lost all my stone. All I have now is my vagabond jacket, so I need to go out there like a drunk biker. But yeah, that's pretty much the video. I'm going to be taking some actual gameplay videos instead of me just talking about the update. There's a texture rip in the sky over there. But anyway, I'm going to be taking some more videos later. And I don't think I'm going to be talking much about changes and everything. I'm just going to play. Hopefully, when I get back on, my house isn't destroyed. So that'd be a treat for once. Pretty sure somebody's just going to C4 my door because everybody saw my base after that airdrop. So I'll see you in the next video. Sorry there's no gameplay sound. Didn't really miss out on much except for crickets in your ears and wolves biting my legs off. But anyway, you have a good night, good morning. Depends on what time you're watching. I'll see you in the next one.